No good deed goes unpunished, and no blockbuster goes unrepresented. Here at Popcorn and Root Beer, we are here to bring you the best analysis in the game. We're ready to talk November blockbusters. Let's get to it.
Grab your popcorn, dim the lights. It's movie time, we're taking flight. From the silver screen to your earbuds here, we're diving deep, so lend your ear. Action, drama, comedy, gold. Stories fresh and classics old. We'll break it down, scene by scene, from indie gems to Hollywood dreams. Roll the credits, let's begin. Talking movies, where do we fit in? Heroes, villains, twists and turns. The love for cinema always burns. Roll the credits, it's time to see what makes the movies magic for you and me.
All right, welcome back to another edition of Popcorn and Root Beer, and we are back live with the people. I am psyched to be here doing what I love to do most, and that is talking movies. I am joined by two people who need no introduction, but I am paid to do so, so I am going to. Starting to the lovely, the effervescent, and enigmatic Trash Sandwiches. What's going on?
I am doing fantastic. I was like a little worried for a second you were going to swerve and introduce Jake that way just to mix it up.
That would have been funny.
I am absolutely thrilled to be back live. I will say my background is a little like barren at the moment. I'm in the process of moving. It's a lot. You get it. But hanging in there and really excited to be here because this is always fun.
And on the other side of me, the equally effervescent, however, slightly fizzy, Jake Parry.
It's actually an extremely valid way to describe me. My wife recently was telling me I had to stop drinking as much sparkling water as I do. So definitely,
I don't like sparkling water at all.
No,
I think it's either my ADHD or the touch of the tism that I have over here. I need them bubbles.
I think it tastes salty.
I like the bubbles. I just like soda. You know what I mean? Like I'd prefer soda over like a sparkling water. But that is neither here nor there because we have quite the show ahead of us. We are doing Kalshi cuts in just a moment, and we're doing it a little bit differently. I think it's been too easy. The standings reflect it. We're all doing far too well. So we all have to make more picks and see how we do with that. We are going to talk Wicked for good here. If it is November movies, it would be irresponsible of me not to get into the fact that we are going to talk quite a bit about the biggest movie of the year, in my opinion. But before we do that, and before we bring you the forecast, where we get you guys all these picks to make you all this money, we want to entertain you. And when you're not with us, we want you to be entertained in life. And in order to do that, we need to know, what are you watching? Jake.
Yeah, admittedly, a bit of a Love is Blind and Dancing with the Stars girly. So that's been a majority of what I've been watching recently. But my wife actually recommended this movie last night. And of course, I am blanking on the name of it now. But it's for anybody who might have seen it and can help me with the name, you two people sitting here right now with me. It's a Netflix movie. It's about like a bomb that gets shot at the United States, and it kind of shows.
Oh my God, I've seen so much stuff about it, and I cannot for the life of me remember what the name of it is.
I'm blanking on the name. Terrible. I just know Idris Elba plays the president. House of Dynamite. That's what it's called. Very good. Very good. I won't spoil it too much. I wish the ending was different. I won't say why.
I've heard that. I've heard that. That's the number one thing I've heard about that movie.
Can I ask who your Dancing with the Stars frontrunner is, Jake? Who are you rooting for?
I think Whitney should win. Whitney and Mark. My preferred winner, I think, would probably be Alex and Val. But I feel like the social media queens have kind of won so much recently between like Charlie won not that long ago. Xochitl was kind of in that space a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I feel
don't
like
know.
Robert Irwin has this thing pretty much on lock.
And
I know he's who I've been seeing hyped on social media a lot. So
if he can,
so handsome.
I'm saying this as somebody who doesn't, no matter how many years I've watched this show, I don't know anything about dancing still. If he can clean up like some of the little things that the judges are pointing out about him, he's for sure the front runner of the guys. So it's just going to be, can he pull enough of the male vote to win?
I like how we still call it Dancing with the Stars when half the people in it, I'm like, who?
Yeah.
To call them a star feels.
I feel like this season you would have known most of the people.
I know a lot of them, but like Andy Richter doesn't really register as a star to me. You know what I mean? Like that's not a star. He's done stuff, but like
his star has.
That's kind of
passed.
That's kind of been the whole point, though. It's been a lot of like.
I feel like in the first 3 seasons it was bigger.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know. We have to look back.
I'm gonna look up the original Dancing with the Stars.
While Jake's doing that, if you're new to the channel, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, doing all the good stuff. If you're not new to the channel and you haven't liked and subscribed, why? Please consider doing so as well. If you aren't new to the channel, you have liked and subscribed, and you're here now, please don't unsubscribe. We promise that we're good people. We're doing our best here.
I'm right, by the way. This first season.
Oh, come on. Lay it out.
Trista Suter, Evander Holyfield.
That's a star.
Rachel Hunter. Joey McIntyre.
That's a star.
John O'Hurley.
All right.
Kelly Monaco.
That was it?
That was it in the first season.
Oh, wow. There was only 6 people? All right. That's wow, that's so few.
And then, anyway, if you go to season 2, Kenny Mayne, which we know because we're sports people.
Yeah, and he's not even a star now.
Tatum O'Neal.
Okay.
Giselle Fernandez. Master P. Tia Carrere. George Hamilton. Lisa Rinna. Stacy Keibler. Jerry Rice. Drew Lachey. So even some of the
last 3 were pretty.
Yeah, but it's like
star-ish.
people who are well past their time. Like it's the second most famous Lachey brother. Like
honestly,
it's never
been about
anyone
doing a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Like a
you're not jumping on reality TV.
You know,
Robert Irwin, honestly, this is a weird time for him to be on Dancing with the Stars because he's kind of at the peak of his powers right now. So for him to jump on Dancing with the Stars feels a little odd.
So there is there's a lot of speculation he's dating one of the troop members. So that could be part of it, but also it's a Disney thing. As they alluded to in one of the episodes earlier in the year, he's the voice of a character in Zootopia 2, which is coming out. His sister won not that long ago.
I root for that family to just
dominate everything. Yes.
Like, honestly, make them oh my God. I love Steve Irwin. I grew up with them. All right. Anyway,
his dance 2 weeks ago, I think it was the first dance of the night. And I was just in tears. It was so emotional.
I just am happy that they gave him Dancing Through Life during the Wicked Night. I think they got the assignment, they understood it, and they gave it to him. Trash, what are you watching?
So we like football here, but we like other sports in between media. I've been watching hockey. Lots of hockey. My boyfriend is a Canadiens fan, and I am now a Canadiens fan, and I'm gonna brag because they're number 1 in the division and they're number 5 in the league. And they're 8-3, and we're going to see them next weekend, and I'm excited.
An unusual departure from our norm here. We got reality TV and sports. I'll keep it on brand, I guess. You trader number 1. You are from New England. You root for the Bruins. If you root for anybody, I do not watch
the Bruins. Oh my God, no. To say that the Boston teams represent New England is absolutely false. Because
we do.
No.
Trash. You live in a state with 17 other people. Like, who do you want to represent you?
Montreal.
You're not Canadian.
We're closer to Canada than I am to Boston.
I'm going to unmirror my camera just so I can use my shirt to represent my feelings on the situation.
Fuck that. Yeah, fuck the Bruins. Thank you.
I'm a Blackhawks fan, so I have to say
it. Respectfully.
Jake's from Illinois. So he roots for the Blackhawks.
Okay.
Yeah, but Boston doesn't rule New England.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Just because it's the one city that can support a sports team up there doesn't mean it matters.
The only city in the entire area.
But
and
this is why we have
do you like not being British? You're welcome. So
I don't think
who's
from Boston.
Show a little respect. I will keep us on brand. Not. Then
I'll switch over to tea and crumpets real quick.
Fine. I will keep us on brand. And I have been watching it. Welcome to Derry. And to say I have been watching it is odd because it's only one episode out so far. It was incredible. It was incredible. And then it was the gift that kept on giving because Jake, you'll love it. First off, like you need to watch it. You're going to be a huge fan.
Love it.
Trash earlier being upset that you had to hunt down the image for our little graphic down there. I didn't even think about it. And I'm like, man, icing on the cake, whipped cream on top of my sundae. Like, fantastic. Trash, I want us all to get together and do a live popcorn and root beer episode where we just watch the scariest horror movie. And it's just us having to react to it. You stick 3 microphones in front of us and you just have to tough it out. I think that's fair. I'll tell you what, I hate hockey probably in the way that you hate horror movies. I'll watch a hockey game. If you like.
I don't feel like that's a fair trade at all.
You watch a hockey game.
I feel like Trash should have to do it for me being forced to sit through Wedding Crashers and Hocus Pocus. I think it's fair.
She also bailed on you on Hocus Pocus. Like
that was tough. I had to be the one hater.
Eric. That was tough for you. That was hard for you.
Okay. I owe Jake a little bit, but Jake, you won't make me watch something too scary.
Yeah, I'll take it easy on you. I mean, it'll still be scary, but it won't be like scary. I'm not gonna make you watch Sinister.
Okay.
Sinister's not even that bad, I feel like.
It actually, there was like a science of horror survey study thing they did, and it won.
I don't even want to get into that study because it made me mad. It made me mad because it wasn't accurate. That was the worst. I'm like, you know what? It's like, oh, their heart rate was high. I'm like, that's, you know what? Because probably half those movies were just anger. Anger doesn't elevate your heart rate like fear does. Well, they just tested the elevation of heart rate, and anger elevates it enough. So I consider that the Tylenol of movie lists. And you know what I mean. It wasn't worded well, but everyone understands what I'm getting at here.
We got the reference.
We got it. We need to move on because we need to make some people some money. Anyway, to wrap up my point, Welcome to Derry is totally fucked up in an incredible way. It's a prequel to like the It movies. It has, just watch it. I don't really want to get into it too much more because it's going to ruin it. So anyway, who here likes country music?
Me.
Nice. There we go.
Under the neon lights where the shadows dance, we ride the rhythm, take a chance. Blades of sound slicing through the night. Kalshi cuts, bringing fire to the fight. Kalshi cuts, sharp and clean, carving paths in a midnight dream. Feel the beat, let the echoes rise in the heart of the city.
Kalshi Cuts has one of the best drops on the internet. I don't care what anybody says, and I've said it so many times on this show. Like, we have the best drops going.
It's very accurate.
That being said, I am very excited for it, but it's time for us to chat about money, betting, all that good stuff. And for everyone watching this, please comment below what you've been watching because we love to find new shows, new movies, new things to enjoy. And I am very excited to hear what all of you have been putting forward for us. But we are on to Kalshi Cuts, and that means that we need to lay out some money. We're doing over-unders. On Rotten Tomato scores, we're changing things up. I have a list of over-unders. I need you guys, my experts, to help me determine if we think it's going over or under this number. And we are going to start with the biggest movie of the year, the movie that everyone has been waiting for, the movie that I think is on track. I think it'll flirt with $1 billion. Wicked for Good. The Rotten Tomatoes score currently listed over under. It's actually 85% now.
Oh. Did that shift or did I mess it up? I messed it up. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's 85.
But one of the perks of Kalshi, you can play alternate lines. You can move that line around. So
you can.
Over
So,
75 is easy.
Over 75, that's a smash. 85 though.
It's a good line. I mean, Wicked,
That's a good line.
The first one rated in at 88 as it currently stands. Obviously,
so you're sweating. You're sweating. Even if it does exactly what the first one did, you're sweating.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right.
Let's hear the thoughts. Jake, you have thoughts?
I do. I think the music is gonna be better. The music's better in part 2 than part 1. As a whole.
Ooh, spicy.
Part 1's got more iconic songs, but as a whole, part 2 has better songs.
Okay.
Like if we're talking like, the album where it's got a bunch of singles and then there's some filler songs, and then you have like the artists that drop an album and every song on it could be like nothing's the number 1 Billboard hit, but all of them are going to rank in the top 50.
Okay, so you're saying
like
part 1 is there, they have their singles on it. Part 2 is that B-side of the record that's just you're like, you know what? No skips.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I think the music's going to be better. Steve, I know you and I are Team House, so just from seeing that, I would naturally give it some bonus points.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a hard line. I'm tempted to lean the under here.
85 is such a hard number.
It's so high.
It's so high. Like, I'm gonna go the over. I'm gonna go with the over. I think based on everything I've seen and the early reactions, they've already let some people see it, which is insane. They are praising this movie like nothing else. I mean, they are saying this is an improvement upon the first one, that they've expanded the lore in ways that improve the stage musical. I mean, they're talking about Oscar nominations for Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actress, Best Supporting Actor. They're talking top to bottom, like maybe sweeps of Oscars categories or like multiple Oscars for this movie. I think it's going to get the over. I am really excited. I think Cynthia Erivo getting to be the Wicked Witch is going to be really cool. I think that's going to be really, really, really cool. And No Good Deed, I think, is going to have that same gravitas and kind of earth-shattering impact that Defying Gravity had in the first one, where it was just everywhere you looked, you're going to see it.
I think also No Good Deed goes, like, it has this, like, fuck you energy that I feel like the world needs right now.
It does. This movie's coming out at the right time.
Yes, it's right place at the right time. And I kind of feel like they have to go much bigger than the first one, like part 1. I just feel like this has to be bigger. It has to be better. Like, it will be. I think this is a smash the over, to be honest. I don't know. I'm inclined to like maybe 90 is spicy, but I feel like that's
you know what? I was about to say, I'm like, could I like, I think you could talk me into doing like an alt line at 90 and really trying to take some plus money on this.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think if you alt line it for me to, give me a little better odds and get to like 80, like I feel like my under call is more likely to be a push than it is to be a loss. Like, I don't know if it'll go lower than 85. It's tough. I'm not confident in people being smart enough to rank it high enough.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I can't say what people are gonna. Again, we don't know.
I feel like people absolutely loved the first one, and this one's gonna come out, and they're gonna do a massive push for it, like marketing wise. Not necessarily in the way that they did the first one with branded merch, but it's gonna be everywhere, and it's gonna be, I think, also a lot of like organic traction beyond what the first one even saw.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm seeing is there's a lot more like excitement around like just people trying to figure stuff out. Even like they were clever where they're like, oh, someone really famous is playing the Cowardly Lion. And then the internet did what the internet did and picked the worst possible person that they thought it would be. And then they were like, James Corden. And the Wicked people were basically like, nope, let's get ahead of this before people think it's James Corden. They're like, it's Coleman Domingo. And everyone's like, fantastic.
Right.
Like,
good choice.
Just an absolutely banger choice.
I'm riding as a team here. Y'all got me.
You're going over?
I'm switching to the over.
Y'all got me. We're going straight on the over. All right, let's pivot to a movie that I have less fun stuff to say about. Springsteen, this new biopic about Bruce Springsteen. All right. Why? I'm so done with this. I'm so this. Everyone's like, there's no, like, why is everything a sequel? Why is everything a sequel? Because every other thing that's being put out right now is a biopic of a singer that honestly no one's cared about in 20 years.
Like, I do love The Boss. But here's the thing. Even though nobody cared about that, the Bob Dylan one and the one with the Robbie Williams monkey both went over 80. 60 is a low line. Smash that over, easy money.
That is a low line.
I also do love The Boss. My mom is from New Jersey. Like, you can't convince me otherwise. I'm not going to see it until, like, maybe streaming. Maybe.
I would never, ever waste my time going to a movie to see this.
I don't really go to the theaters anyway, but I'm broke. I live nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, the nearest theater is what, 3 hours away?
Pretty much in Boston.
Yeah.
So I'm also on the under here. And again, I'm just looking this up now. It's currently sitting at 59%. It's not looking great for the over. But
can I say something really kind of not in the mainstream at this point, but I feel like it's going to shortly? I don't like Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, I'm going to hard disagree with you there.
I have no strong feelings about him, but more people are going to be in the pro Jeremy Allen White camp. And I think he looks good in this. And Bruce Springsteen himself said he approves of like his singing and his performance of it. So
I just can't. I can't with these biopics. I'm done. I didn't want any of them when they happened. I
didn't say you have to like it.
I don't think you should get it. I'm going to take the under. I don't think this is going to do well. I'm just out. You know what? I don't really have anything else to say. I think it's just played out. I think at this point, every biopic is the exact same. It follows the exact same thing. And if I see one more actor go quote unquote method and then have to change their voice and they're like, this is how I talk now. And it's like, oh, shut up. No, it isn't. Like, that's because you're a lunatic. Like, that's an insane thing to say. Can't say that out loud and not have people think you're an absolute psychopath.
I mean, that's fair.
Right? Like, that's an insane thing to say. If one of your friends came to you and said that, you'd be like, are you all right?
Slap them. Just
like, you'd be like, do I need to get you like institutionalized? What are you talking about? Ridiculous.
Again, you're not wrong. I can't.
No, I'm not. Like, it's insane. All right, let's move to a movie that I'm much more excited about. Predator, Badlands. Look at that guy. Look at that sexy mug down there. First off, the hairline, incredible. Look at that. It's got the dreads going on. I'm a huge fan.
I don't know why. I look at that face, and for whatever reason, my brain is auto-filling in Martin Sheen, and I couldn't tell you why.
That's between you and whoever you believe in.
And weirdly, Christopher Walken in there too.
Oh, wow. I don't think either of them are the Predator. I don't know if either of them are playing the Predator. I don't know who is. I don't think it's them, though. Trash, you must be psyched.
The way that you feel about music biopics is the way that I feel about Predator. Why do we need another Predator movie?
Why don't we need another Predator movie? Because it's Predator.
Does anyone care?
Yeah, me.
No, I mean,
I'm on trash this side here. No one cares.
Yeah,
you don't like Predator?
I liked it. I like Predator, the first one. Everything since has been shit.
This one looks pretty good, though. This one looks kind of cool.
Yeah, but this line is outrageous.
Yeah, the line is really steep.
The original Predator didn't get this.
Yeah, it does seem awfully high, doesn't it?
The original Predator didn't break 80.
Really?
Got 79%. And every other Predator since. Predator 2, 30%. Alien versus Predator, 21%. Alien versus Predator Requiem, 12%. Like, the only Predator-based thing that got this high of a score was the one that came out on Hulu, which I'm pretty sure was a cartoon.
It is Killer of Killers.
Oh, yeah, but people did like that.
People like
We got an article about it on the website.
Why are we getting a live action one 3 months after we got an animated one?
Because it's a Renaissance.
A what?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Nope.
Nope, don't like it.
I'm out.
I've coined that term and I own it. I like it.
I'm worried a different group of people might have coined it first.
I don't know. Doesn't sound like anything anyone else comes up with.
I don't know. Renaissance is upon us. I'm going to take the under, though. I'm with you. I think we're 3 for 3 on the under on that one. The Running Man, featuring the actor who I think has a face too small for his head.
This photo does kind of demonstrate it.
It does.
Yeah, this one's not doing it.
When I put it in, I was like, "Yep, I know."
Yeah. Like, that's.
Sorry, man.
Back to what we're watching, though. I do need to finish the second half of Chad Powers, which is very good.
Chad Powers.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I think he's a good actor. This line is too high. This is another one of those dystopian, generic action movies that I think will score like a 60, maybe 55, 60% Rotten Tomato score. Maybe barely break into the fresh ratings of 60, 61, 62. 75 seems too high. It's not that original of an idea. It looks like it takes itself way too seriously for what it's trying to be. And I think that'll usually turn people off. I am going to take the under here. Trash.
So I'm taking the over. It is a novel by Stephen King, if you didn't know. And then it's a remake of a movie that was Arnold Schwarzenegger way back in the day, which I think got over this line. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Schwarzenegger is going on. Remakes of all his movies.
So that one was set in 2017, and like I watched the trailer for that, the trailer for this, and I was like, you know what? I think it like somehow hits even harder now. And people love Stephen King, people love Glenn Powell. I think over 75 is pretty darn doable for this movie, and like that's where I'm putting my money. I don't know. I think even if it's not an original concept, I think it still like gets a thing that
Can I justify why I'm worried about the 75 is because it's basically what it is just the Rotten Tomatoes reviewers saying, is this a good or bad movie, right?
Yeah.
We're at 66% right now, assuming Jake likes this concept of a movie.
No, that's
as
fair.
It stands right
but
now.
There's more than 3 reviewers.
Right, but I'm saying like if you just had a gazillion us's,
yeah,
it would hit 66%. You know what I mean? So that's what worries me is it just takes one me who's like, I think Glenn Powell's face is too small for his head, and it throws me off the whole movie. I do think Coleman Domingo looks really good in it as the host. Josh Brolin, I really like Josh Brolin. I love Steve. I don't love Stephen King, but I like Stephen King. I would, issues with some of his novels aside, I think he writes good stories. I know The Long Walk just had a really strong performance at the theaters. I don't think this is The Long Walk. You know what? This isn't getting any buzz, is my concern. There's not a lot of buzz for this movie, and they're trying to get it to have buzz because every movie I've gone to has had a preview for this, up to and including horror movies. And I'm like, why am I seeing a preview for Running Man at a horror movie? I don't want that. Boo. Boo, Running Man, boo. Jake, are you going? You got to break the tie here.
I do. I understand the Stephen King side of things, and I am actually very excited for this movie. I think the cast, like you said, you don't love Glenn Powell's face.
I like his acting, though.
He's a good actor. It's a really good cast overall. Stephen King novel adaptations have been relatively good, especially recently. They've been really good after, a long list of what the hell am I watching? The original, the Schwarzenegger one got a 65. This has to beat it by 10. I think, especially now with this cast, I think it can. I think I'm going to take the over on this one.
All right. The overs have it.
If his face fit a little better, would we be at 100%?
I think if this was...
You got to think, though, nobody who's reviewing the movie, who's a professional movie reviewer, is going to go, I think his face is too small. 1 out of 10.
I also think he's just not the right guy for this. I think if I could recast this, let's play a little take 2 here. If we could recast this, if I could, I would have liked to have seen God, anyone but Austin Butler, I feel like. I don't know.
I'm a little surprised this didn't go to a Hemsworth.
This feels like a Hemsworth movie,
Feels
right?
like a Hemsworth
that's what it
movie.
feels
Yeah.
like. You know what? That's a really good way to put it. And I just feel like that's why I'm like under.
But I also feel like we needed. I don't know.
For this?
I feel like
Weirdly
seeing
enough,
him
I think
playing
Evans-
Everyman.
I think Evans should have played this.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Okay, I could see Chris Evans, but he is also getting Glenn Powell is getting more like into the action sphere, and he was in Top Gun, and like wasn't there some other? It's like a Netflix show or something that he's been in. Like he's getting into the action sphere, and I think it.
Ooh, or Taron Egerton would have been fun for this too.
Yeah, Taron would have been good.
Oh, I love him too, and his face is perfectly proportionate. I'm a big fan of his face. I don't mean to be mean to Glenn Powell. It just is. It's just a thing. All right. Are we done with this one? Have I been mean enough to Glenn Powell that we can move on?
So.
You have been mean enough to Glenn Powell.
All right. Now you see me. Now you don't. Over under 45%. That's pretty rough line. If like, all right. I like Now You See Me. Okay. I like Now You See Me too. I like the rain scene where he's like freeze and the rain like freezes in place. I like all that stuff. It's pushing it, right? Like this is starting to push it, and this movie looks like it had already pushed it too far, and now I'm like, you know what I'm afraid of? This is gonna sound really dark. I'm afraid this is gonna be Morgan Freeman's last movie. And like we're just gonna be left with this as like the last remains of his legacy, and I'm just like, you can't do this. He needs to immediately put out like one more bucket list kind of movie. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen The Bucket List? By the way, it's very good. It makes me
You should do, yeah.
Cry like a baby every time.
Yeah,
every time. But I'm just afraid that that's what's going to happen. That this legendary actor is going to be stuck with this as his final role. And so every time it's like, what's the last thing that Morgan Freeman was in? It's Now You See Me 3. And I'm just very concerned that this movie isn't going to be very good, because how on earth could it be? Because they're beating a already kind of stretched and overwrought idea to death here.
It's been 9 years.
Left alone.
It's been 9 years.
I feel old.
Same. Very old.
I
will say though,
in this one again, or did they get rid of her?
That's a great question. Let me see if I can figure
that
out.
If Lizzie Kaplan's in it, I'm down with it. If
nope,
not,
she's out. Isla Fisher from the first one is back.
I'm not pleased. I love Isla Fisher, but I'm not pleased that Lizzie Kaplan is not in this.
We also get Rosamund Pike as the antagonist.
I don't want Rosamund Pike as the antagonist. I want what happened? Where did her name go?
Lizzie Kaplan.
Lizzie Kaplan. Oh my God. I apologize to the viewers. I am ill, trying to power through, trying to have a Jordan flu game, and I think I'm having like a Jeff Teague flu game right now instead. So
you're doing great.
Yeah, thanks.
I think this will be a fun movie. 45 is really hard, and
it's hard to take the under on a 45 because you're just saying like this movie is absolute like dog shit. Like that's not good.
And so the others were like low 30s, low to mid 30s, I think.
The first one got 51. Now You See Me 2 got a 34.
All right, then I'm taking the under.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go. That's not good.
Like betting wise, I feel like I have to go the under, but like I want it to be over. I really do.
That's where I am.
I'm gonna watch it.
So like that's also my thought. Like originally going with Wicked, like I wanted it to be over. I think it's gonna be under. Got talked into the over. This one's I'm going to see this movie in theaters because I do love
I will see
this.
It.
Yeah, I love these movies.
Yeah,
but
they are great.
These movies are fanfare. They're not critic fare.
This is a popcorn meter movie and not a tomato meter
exactly.
movie.
Yeah. So I'm on the under here as well, as much as I don't want to.
Critics are gonna hate this. Critics are gonna hate
like the first couple. So not really.
If they didn't like the first one, if they didn't like the first one, they're not gonna like the third one. Like it's very rare for like a franchise like this to be like, we kind of duffed the first two, but we really got it right on the third try.
I will say, from what I know from the storyline, I do think this is a much better storyline than we got out of the previous film.
Well, isn't it that they all like went their separate ways, came back together, did all this, like now they're like one last heist kind of deal? I can't do another one last. That's another thing. I don't
So
want one last heist.
The premise is the four horsemen reunite to recruit 3 skilled illusionists for a high-stake heist involving the theft of the world's largest queen diamond from a powerful family crime syndicate.
But if you watch the trailer, it sets it up that like the horsemen have broken up, and then somehow they like what's his face Jesse Eisenberg finds the kiddos.
Oh my god! And like, there's a lot of like teleportation looking things in it too. Like, it's they're stretching magic a bit too.
I mean, they did from the first movie.
Yeah, it's kind of been the whole point.
I know, it's just getting bigger and bigger. It's turning into Fast and the Furious.
Sure, and like, give me Now You See Me 9 down the road where they fly into space.
Like, literally, they're gonna be like, now watch.
We're stealing Mars from the Predators.
They're not even gonna steal it. They're gonna be like, we made the sun disappear, and like the Earth's gonna go into an ice age, and they're gonna be like, it was all an illusion. It's all asbestos.
I mean,
you did just say your favorite part of the movie was him manipulating weather, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's a cool trick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so would be making the sun disappear and mimicking an ice age.
I know, but like it's just getting too big.
Yeah,
I did see something that they're like the Louvre heist. Some people were saying was like a promo for this.
It was guerrilla marketing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, can we talk about the Louvre heist just for a second? Because we're talking about a heist movie. Me and my best friend's girlfriend were obsessed with that heist. Like, sending each other TikToks constantly about it. Like, so obsessed. Such a fan. I have been on the record as saying that art thieves are the sexiest human beings alive. I am wildly attracted to the idea of being an art thief. I think that's just incredible. The fact that it took 7 minutes, even better. The fact that they got away on scooters, legendary.
That was my favorite part.
I love every single thing about that. My favorite joke is that everyone's like, we all know who stole the jewels, and it's just Pierre Despereaux from Psych. And I'm like, it's the logical answer. So I was obsessed.
How do you feel about the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum? Because that's in your neck of the woods, and that's like famous heist site.
I have no idea what that is, so I'll have to look up.
Steve, oh my god. No, literally, they have never solved this. It's a house museum in Boston. They've never solved the mystery of like, they took like 9 paintings and some other shit, and they've just left holes because she was like, you can never change around the decorations in this. So there's just holes for these unsolved. Was it like this happened in the 90s on St. Patrick's Day? You will love this. You have to get into this lore.
Like, you need to text me on Slack, like real quick. Yes. Like, just like shoot me like the
name
of
I will
this
do
house.
this literally right
like,
now.
I need to read about it.
Send it in the popcorn and rip your chat, because now I want to go down this rabbit
like
hole.
Now I need to know about this.
I'm gonna solve
like, I need to go
crimes.
visit this museum and be like, I'm here to help you solve this crime.
It is the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum to everybody watching.
While trash
I'm sending this in the chat.
While trash is feeding our degenerate behavior, let's talk about a kids movie. Zootopia 2. Rotten Tomato score coming in over under 7.
Oh my gosh. I
have it at 90.
That one up too. It's 90. I'm so sorry.
It's
Y'all,
90.
can you spell check me on these from now on?
I don't know how to read, so you're doing great.
Fine. You know what?
I'm on the
We're chilling. It's 90, people. Over under 90. Zootopia 2. I am going to be bold and say over.
The first one got 98. I don't know if it's that bold.
Yeah.
Like, I think
this is less of an aggressive line by difference than Wicked for Good is for Wicked.
Yeah. This feels like a slam dunk for Disney, right? Like, everyone's been clamoring for Zootopia 2 for so long. Disney's really strange with their sequel scheduling, right? Because like,
why did it take
sometimes
so long?
we end up with like a Moana 2 that everyone's like, I don't really think we needed a Moana 2 right now. Like, that came really quick. And then like Zootopia, they're like, we'll just sit on this for a while. And then boom, like they're like, hey, in between 4 other Toy Stories, here's Zootopia 2. And it's like, yeah, like, let's get it. And then they brought this voice cast, and I've like, it just seems like it's going to be really good. It looks like a strong movie. I haven't gotten off the Disney bandwagon in terms of movies and storytelling. I've liked everything they've put out. I don't know what's going on that people aren't liking it. I think they moved away from some of these. We've talked about this bit in the past, I think. And I think Disney or Pixar especially, but Disney animation and stuff like that was really at their peak when they took things and made them people rather than taking people and making them stories, right? Like Toy Story, Monsters Inc., Cars. Like Finding Nemo, things like that. Wall-E, Ratatouille, right? So you could just, the list goes on and on and on. When you think of classic Pixar, you think of non-humans, and then Disney went to human stories, and we're like, I think that almost took the magic out of it. And Inside Out returned to form a little bit, where it was like, it's not about the human so much as it is about like the emotions inside of her,
right?
And then Zootopia, it's animals. Like, I think there needs to be a level of whimsy.
Yeah, because then they kept going to like Soul and Elemental and all these other movies that are like essentially just like human feeling-y. Like it was too much. And I think, I love Zootopia. I think Zootopia is a good, like, they're animals and I think they have that unique way of incorporating that world without making it too like over your head, like some of the, I don't know.
Yeah,
they also don't give me the uncanny valley that some of the like people production does. Like, that's a big thing for me. Is
that's a big
like
one.
I struggle to watch animated humans when they try and make them look as real as Disney and Pixar have in a lot of those movies. It always just kind of puts me on edge in a way that it's natural, but it's just something that takes me out of the movie a bit. Whereas I think, like, if I see an animal talking, I'm like, okay, we're watching a cartoon, I'm in.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a good movie. I'm gonna go with the over on the 90 here. I like it.
I'm with you as well. I'm on the over.
I'm going over. It's high, but like, I think it can do it.
I think it can do it. I will say I thought Elemental's got a bad rep. I liked that one a bit more too.
I liked it. I just thought it was a little bit too much in the narrative of like feelings versus stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, world building is a big part of what I think makes these movies so cool. And when you set it in the human world, you can't world build. It's already built.
Yeah.
Like I watched Chicken Little last night. My boyfriend loves that movie. I had never seen it.
Chicken Little slaps.
Yeah.
That movie slaps. That movie's real. Like, that was a good movie. So I was a big fan. So, like, don't be afraid to just get a little ridiculous, right? Like, and make your world fun. And like, we'll go from there. But
and there is a way to do that, because I'm thinking Big Hero 6, which is like largely humans, but they built it in the like San Francisco. I don't know how you say that.
I don't know either. But
that city
and that segment, meaning Kalshi Cuts, has ended now. And it's time for us to move on to the box office forecast and make you just a little bit more money. Let's get to it. All right, that drop sucks. I'm sorry. That drop just sucks now. Now I hate it. Anyway, box office forecast. We're talking a little Avatar here. Fire and Ash to gross more domestic than Way of Water? Question mark.
And for those curious, that line is $684 million.
Just in the US. I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna say no.
I will say, before we do that, this is one of our current outstanding box office forecast bets. We all did say that we think opening weekend over under would be over 139.5 million. We are all on the over for that one.
I stand by that.
So just factor that in. That's essentially 25% of the total domestic gross that we think it's going to get in opening weekend.
I think this is one of those movies that the people who want to go see it are going to go see it early. And that will be that. I think it's going to have one of those insane drop-offs.
Valid.
It's exactly what I was thinking. It's the diehards at first, and then I'm going under or no.
Because we're watching, right, like it was like Avatar, which was the biggest movie of all time when it came out. Then it fell off significantly with Way of Water, right? So now I think I like James Cameron when he's like, I am doing something revolutionary with visual effects. I hate to say this because I don't believe this to be true, but I think for a lot of people, the feeling is it's been done. It's not that exciting anymore when everything we've seen you do has always been visually stunning, right? Like Interstellar, NASA even came out and was like, that is the most accurate representation of a black hole we could ever see on film.
Yep.
Like this guy, this is what he does, right?
It's hard to say like you're doing something revolutionary when The Way of the Water won Best Visual Effects at the Academy Awards. Like you've set your bar high by winning previously for Best Visual Effects.
I'm not
saying
saying
do
it's not
something
gorgeous,
crazier.
but I think there's also an anti-CGI sentiment amongst moviegoers right now that this is not what they want, is an entirely CGI'd world. I think people are clamoring a little bit for some
The real.
practical effects a bit, and I think that Fire and Ash is going to suffer because of it.
I will give my hot take on the whole Avatar franchise, and I've probably said this before. I think we didn't need more than the one, and even the one don't care about.
I didn't really like it.
Why? Why do we still keep it going? Why do we still need it? And it's like, it's for the diehards, because the diehards are going to go see it on opening weekend, and then like James Cameron's going to make another one. But like,
they're all filmed.
I don't know.
They're all done. Like he has them all filmed. So
yep.
Does he really?
So he filmed it all like bang, bang, bang. Yep. It's all the visual effects. All he has, they have to do all the visual effects. It's all filmed. They just have to edit it.
Yep.
How many more of these are we getting?
I think
it's a great question.
I think they had 5 planned.
Okay.
So I'm saying this is the third one.
No, haven't we had Avatar 2?
Yeah. The Way of the Water.
I thought there was another Avatar in between those.
No, it's just been so long that
good God,
it feels that way. All right, I'm saying no. This doesn't surpass Way of Water.
I'm taking the over. I think there's much more hype for this movie than there was Way of the Water as a whole. I think the marketing for one has been infinitely better. I think people are getting out of kind of the anti-CGI thing and are looking for something super visually stunning again, just because we haven't gotten a ton of it recently. It's kind of just been like Dune. I think Wicked counts in that too. But besides that, like it's this type of thing hasn't really been done. Nobody was really asking for Way of the Water, but people are getting really hype about this. I'm going to take the over here.
All right. That's fair. All right. For all of you who hate sequels out there, please, please, please avert your eyes for just a moment, because we're talking about which movie confirms a sequel in 2025. Your list is, allow me to pull out my cell phone live on air: Trading Places, St. Elmo's Fire, When Harry Met Sally, The Breakfast Club, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Animal House, E.T., A Fish Called Wanda, Platoon, Rain Man, Full Metal Jacket, and The Shining. The Shining has already gotten a sequel, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
how is that on there? I mean, these are like the odds from the, but
I mean, if you think about it that way, like, can't really do a sequel to Platoon, can't really do one to Full Metal Jacket.
You know what?
Pretty sure Who Framed Roger Rabbit also already got a sequel.
No, it didn't. It should have, but at the time has passed for that. Full Metal Jacket has a spiritual sequel in a weird way with Boots, which is on Netflix right now.
Great. It's great, by the way.
I thought it was fine. And I thought I'd love it. I think I went in expecting something different.
Probably part of it.
I do love Miles Heiser, though. He's super cute. Trash, you have an interesting pick.
Yeah. I'm going with The Breakfast Club. It's at plus 650, which is like the 4th highest odds. So it's like, it's a decent high up there. So for one, there's not a lot of movies on this list that I've seen, and there's not a lot that I care to see. Like, you know what I mean? It's not a very exciting list to me.
Have you seen St. Elmo's Fire?
No.
Young Rob Lowe. It's like the Brat Pack. It's really cool.
No, I know. Well, I mean, if that's the Brat Pack, so is the Breakfast Club. Like, it's, same side of the coin or other side of the coin, kind of. But
Yeah.
like, yeah. I will say, I don't know that we need a sequel of like any of these. I don't know that we need a
Yeah.
sequel of the
No.
Breakfast Club, even.
These are bad options for a sequel.
Yeah. I did love that Victorious episode where they spoofed the Breakfast Club. Like, if we want to count that as a sequel, I think that is good. And we can just call it good. But like,
yeah,
I feel like
if
we've
I'm
gotten
gonna
the premise
watch
enough
one of
to
these-
not need like everything has been like inspired. Like all these high school movies have been inspired by it in a way where it's
Mhm.
like we get the inspiration, but we don't need to watch the. Like, how are you going to do? Are we going to take kids' phones away? Is that going to be the fiasco?
I think of all of these, the only one that really has like, oh, I'd want more of that world is The Shining. Like, it built a universe that could have sequels, and it is interconnected. Like, I believe it is canon that it and The Shining exist in the same world. Like, The Shining, that condition in Stephen King's world is it kind of crosses multiple stories of his.
Where while I agree with you and I do believe that is canon, where I kind of lean on it is there's like Stephen King's novels for the most part are kind of sequel proof. Like a lot of them are just kind of you get the story, it's a one-off story.
He didn't do a lot of sequels. I think The Shining, like, because Dr. Sleep I liked Dr. Sleep. That was a good movie because Rebecca Ferguson is amazing. Number one, absolutely phenomenal in that movie. Trash probably didn't see it, but you should because it's not that scary.
It's not. Most Stephen King movies are not that scary. Let me get clear.
Yeah, it's more like this is messed up. But Rebecca Ferguson,
it's trying to get you. It's just getting you on edge. It's not actually like horrifying.
Yeah, it's not really a jump scare kind of movie.
Like,
there are a few movies we can rule out, I think, pretty easily on this list. Number one, no one's making a fucking Rain Man sequel. No fucking way in the year of 2025 are we getting a Rain Man sequel. No chance in hell are we
especially
getting that movie.
When everything that is made that has a non-autistic actor playing someone with autism
you'll never
gets
get it done.
ripped to shreds.
To shreds. And to find someone with savant syndrome, there's no one who's going to act in it, because you won't find someone who can fit it that will satisfy the people who will be pissed at the lack of representation, right? So that's not going to work.
Also,
I also feel like, what were you going to say? Animal House?
Yeah, I was going to say Animal House. Like, what made Animal House was the cast, and they're basically all dead. So
yeah, that's not going to happen. That one's not going to happen.
If you want an Animal House sequel, Project X, there, we got it. Cool.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit's not going to happen. No one's doing live action with animation right now, because even Acme versus Wile E. Coyote got shelved and like sued into oblivion so that they could release the movie, and now it's coming out, and I thought this would have so much fanfare, and like no one's talking about it. So it's like, all right, well, I guess that's dead.
Yep.
It was a $40 million tax write-off for the Warner Brothers. Like, that's what they used it for.
Yeah.
So there's a few of these that are just not happening.
E.T. is one where I'm like, an E.T. sequel feels weird. I feel like it's going to be weird CGI, and people aren't going to want that. They're going to want
I
want the practical.
He went home. Go away.
Like,
yeah, he ain't coming back.
Well, is she going to see him? What if it's like all grown up Drew Barrymore and she goes to, oh, okay, maybe I'd watch that E.T.
Ash is like, I just talked myself.
An E.T. sequel. That's crazy. I've never seen A Fish Called Wanda, so I don't know what that is.
I don't think I have either.
That was a weird one on there. Jake, you said St. Elmo's Fire, and I'm shocked that that's your pick.
The only reason it's my pick is I Googled it, and they are in early production for a St. Elmo's Fire sequel. So I'm playing the game that they announced it in the next 2 months.
So I'm going to take Trading. I guess I'd go Trading Places just because it feels like the one that's the easiest to get a sequel out of, other than The Shining.
So Trading Places is even money for a reason. Dan Aykroyd has said he's working on a second one, It's
Is
just a
he?
matter
All
of
right.
it getting it out. That's the thing with this is like, I believe everything,
They just need to announce it before.
almost everything on here,
confirmed, yeah.
people have said they would come back for a sequel, or the director/writer has said they would do a sequel for it.
Spielberg,
like,
there's no fucking way Steven Spielberg is
Oh, yeah,
coming back
he
for an ET sequel.
He ain't coming back. It'll be someone else. We'll get a Jason Bay movie and we'll just spin in circles the whole time.
Yeah, Kubrick's not doing it. Kubrick's dead.
Yeah.
So we're not. I think he's dead, right? Like we're not getting another Shining out of him. Full Metal Jacket. There's no way.
Can't do it without R. Lee Ermey.
And there's no way in today's political climate are they really letting another Full Metal Jacket happen.
I think
no way. No way. That was way too anti-military.
Yeah, but I think I think that's why they do it.
That was like one of the few movies that I ever watched. Like, all right, I'm gonna say this, and like, I might get in trouble for it, but we're just gonna own it because I am the host of the show and I do what I want. So, I hate the fucking like cock guzzling that goes on anytime the military pops up in fucking anything. Like we can have criticisms of the military.
Yeah.
In a show or movie. They don't always have to be like I don't know.
Not everything has to paint it in a great light because like it's
there are times where like the military is not correct. Like it's okay to say like, hey, listen, sometimes they swing and miss. It's fine.
And if you want an even hotter take, putting something out that's like quote unquote anti-military in a way. Like somebody from the current administration came out and bashed Boots that the show that we talked about earlier.
So lame.
And Netflix said it doubled in viewership the week after that happened.
Yeah,
like
that was kind of neat.
So
and like they
that's
were like,
where I think like people
like publicity is good publicity.
Like people
I don't know why
something.
Why do they hate Boots? Like I'm like this. I watched that show. I'm like this is proper. This is just a 8-episode, 10-episode commercial for the Marines.
Yeah, it's a coming of age story. Told by a gay man in the military. Like
it. I know what the story. You know why they said it? Because there was a gay dude in the military, and everyone was like, "Nah."
Yeah. You think Pete? You think he watched this?
Yeah.
You think he watched Boots?
Shit. No. That man was passed out on his couch, drunk off of his stupid gin or whatever the fuck he's drinking. Fuck him. Like that. You know what? See, now I'm mad. Like the only military thing I've watched recently that I was like, this didn't feel like a commercial that I would see on my TV for the military was Warfare. That movie was really hard to watch.
It's still my favorite movie that I have watched that came out in 2020.
And like, as someone who obviously did not enlist in the military, right? Because I'm not a soldier, right? I
tried. They laughed at me.
Let me tell you. Respect if you do it, right? Like, go do your thing, be all you can be, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't do it. I watched Warfare and went, I made the right decision.
Yeah.
Like, every other movie makes you feel like you made the wrong decision if you didn't sign up. Even Boots did. I was like, oh, maybe there was something there for me. Maybe I would have found myself there. Maybe I would have found myself a super hot drill instructor who would have made me all I can be. That has chiseled, perfect washboard abs and a face that looks like it was carved out of Greek marble.
Just thinking of Cadet Kelly now. I feel like that had a real sapphic military undertones.
Yeah, like there's a lot of good stuff, but like Warfare was one of those movies that was really hard. If I have to pick one of these though, because we have to get back to the topic on hand, and I say that to myself more than anyone else, I'll take Trading Places.
Yeah,
I hate even money, but if I need to go long shot odds, give me The Shining.
Yeah. Just in my research, Trading Places, like I said, Dan Aykroyd's confirmed he's trying to work on a sequel. St. Elmo's Fire is pretty confirmed that they're working on a sequel. But then after that, like when Harry Met Sally's on here, because they just did a commercial together.
Oh.
But they flat out said we're never doing another actual movie. They were just like, hey, you want to be in a Capital One commercial? And they're like, this seems fun.
Ryan's done acting, isn't she? She's kind of like done and over it.
We just did a commercial.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's got enough money.
But yeah, you can't really go long odds here and have any chance of making money back, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, these were tough ones. This was a tough one. All right. Well, let's move on to the next segment. We're gonna do Hear Me Out. This is a little less spicy and a little bit more like we're extending an olive branch to you, the viewer, the listener, the people who maybe haven't seen these movies, but we think you should. They may not be great movies, but there are movies and we love them. See you on the other side of the drop, though.
Maybe nostalgia's got you blind, or maybe I just see it right. I know you wanna shout, but before you shut me down, just hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not afraid to take the heat. Hear me out. I'll die on this hill if I need. You can fight it, you can hate it, but you'll never say I forget.
Dare to be bold. It's Hear Me Out. And this is a movie everyone should watch once, according to us, the experts. Expert-ish? Are we experts? Do you think
expert adjacent?
We call ourselves experts.
Do you think we're experts because we bought a microphone? Does that make me an expert?
I think.
Or is it because I've watched way too many movies?
I mean, there's at least one company that I work for that just flat out told me to use the word expert. So I'm an expert at something.
All right.
We're just saying we're experts. We're not saying we're experts at what.
What qualifies us as an expert? What would make us an expert to be able to say, like, hey, listen, I consider myself like an expert on giving advice of what movies to watch?
So when you apply for a government job, I have been told if you've done it once, call yourself an expert.
Perfect. All right,
I'm an expert at a lot of things.
Yeah, I am an expert at a lot of stuff.
You get hired for the National Park Service.
I one time put on my resume that I was People Magazine's Person of the Year.
I think we all did.
Wow.
We all were. In 1995?
That was like 2005.
Was it 2005? Yeah, we were all
2005, 2008.
They named everybody Person of the Year.
Okay.
We must have been going through it. Anyway, a movie you think everyone should watch at least once. Trash. You have a classic, but a banger nonetheless.
Yeah, this is kind of like a very pretentious answer, but if you know me, you know that is not my usual movie vibe, but it is The Usual Suspects. I have seen that movie once and only once, and I think about it probably weekly, and this was like maybe 5 years ago. I don't know why. It just like, it's one of those movies that sticks in my brain, and like, I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. The plot twist, the reveal, it's fucking wild. Didn't see it coming because I'm a dumbass. Like,
it's insane. I love The Usual Suspects. I don't even think that's like a pretentious movie. I think at this point, like, I think we've gone too far where it's like you answer with a movie that's verifiably like a fantastic movie. Like, it's like, hey, listen, this is a top tier movie. It was made really well. Yeah. Great storytelling. Everyone's like, that's just yeah.
No, like, a pretentious answer for something like this would be like Ben-Hur is the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah, I don't like when people answer like that, or some like French film that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah. No, it's fair. Like, this is genuinely, it's a banger of a movie. It's true. It's a great movie.
I agree. I'll tell you what, I'll stick with Spacey in a way, which is an odd thing to say in 2025. But I'm gonna go with 7. I think everyone should watch that movie at least once. Because
I started and there was something that I think there was like an eye scene and I had to.
Oh, that movie is not made for you.
Yeah,
that movie is not for you, but you need to watch it. Because you just gotta have like you gotta get to the end. You gotta get to the end. You gotta get to the end. What's in the box?
I want to know so bad.
You want me to spoil it? I'll spoil it right here on air. It's 30 years old.
You'd spoil it.
Yeah.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Her head's in a box, but it comes out of left field. It's like one of the craziest reveals ever. It's unbelievable. David Fincher, hats off to you, sir. Great job. Love everything you do with that. If you want something that's not scary,
originally gonna spoil it in the ending, it was gonna be something different.
I have learned a lot about that movie in my time. Originally, I think it was always meant to be her head. The studio pushed back on it. Was like, no, that's too dark. And he was like, basically pounded his feet and like stomped his feet, pounded his fists, was like, I'm doing it that way. And then they were going to show a quick clip of her head in the box. And then he decided not to and just leave you with the idea that it's her head.
Yeah, they had to push hard. Like he wrote the script 13 times to meet studio demands for what it was supposed to be.
Jeez.
Yeah, like it's a crazy movie because they don't even name what city they're in. It's just a city. It's just a perpetually rainy. Ooh, I would love to do it for a take two, but Trash won't watch it. So, like a rewatch episode, but that's okay. If you want something that's not scary and just dumb, and it's just because I love this movie and I think everyone should have to watch it once, Blades of Glory, starring Will Ferrell and John Heder. I think everyone should have to watch that at least once. I made my boyfriend watch it, and I think Chaz Michael Michaels is one of the greatest character names of all time. So that's my pick. Jake, what do you got? You need to watch it at least once.
Yeah, I mean, at minimum, Blades of Glory. It's provocative. It gets the people going. But yeah, my movie's Click. Everybody needs to watch Click. It is an amazing film. It makes me
mean pick.
Every
it
time.
makes you cry. It's such a
like
cry.
So emotional for an Adam Sandler movie.
No, you know what? Adam Sandler once a decade comes out with a movie like that and just
I know.
Sticks a knife square. And he went through a little run. I wouldn't even say once a decade. Like for some reason, he went on a run in like the early to mid 2000s where he went to like Rain on Me or Rain Over Me or whatever it is, and then Click and Punch Drunk Love and things like that. And he just
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. That one gets you too.
I felt nothing for that movie. I
loathed
that movie entirely for obvious reasons. Yeah, you know what? And I'm usually good at getting past it. I'm usually pretty good at getting past it, being like, oh, that one I was like, this is fucking stupid. I just felt like I'm like, all right, you know what? Your goodwill is waning thin here, Mr. Sandler. And you know what? Maybe it's because Kevin James is just not my favorite actor.
I don't love Kevin James.
Yeah, Kevin James was kind of like, I feel like the wrong pick in that.
Yeah, Kevin James is the wrong pick in everything. I want to know how Sean Payton felt that Kevin James played him in a movie about him.
That's a great question. I bet he loved it.
I feel like I saw the answer to this at one point.
I'd be really upset.
Are you Googling it, Jake? Or
I am.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Someone has to.
Oh, Sean Payton was in it. He was in it.
Yeah.
He did a cameo.
He did a movie about himself and he didn't play himself. They cameoed him in.
Yeah. He was a janitor.
That's pretty common.
That's stupid, though. I hate that.
He's not an actor. He doesn't want to do that.
All right, Jake. You went with Click. I went with 7, and Trash went with The Usual Suspects, which I don't know why I'm surprised that Trash has seen The Usual Suspects. It's not scary. I guess I think of anything that's not PG.
Yeah, once I think of 13.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's going to be too scary for Trash. I'm like, is it slightly dark? Does it have any murder in it? I'm like, Trash is going to be afraid of this movie.
No, there's like a certain genre of like action adventure, etc. that I do like.
Yeah, you know what? You told us you're a fan of zombie apocalypse movies, and that was really
apocalypse in general. But yeah, it's true.
Anything else? Any other ones? Any other that you can like think of off the top of your head, right off the dome, right off the rip?
That people should watch.
Wicked Part 2, Wicked for Good, and the first Wicked.
Yeah,
plug that.
Definitely see both of those.
You should. All right, guys, we've reached the sad part of the show. We have to say goodbye to all of you who are watching or watched live or will watch the recording or stumble upon us in a rabbit hole YouTube sesh that we all have. Thank you so much for being here. If you would, please like, subscribe, share. Tell us how we did. Tell us if we did a good job, bad job. Tell us what movies you love. Tell us what movies you hate. Let us know if we've made you money in the past. Hopefully we can make you money in the future. Any final words, guys, for the people?
Tell us what movie you think doesn't need a sequel.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, what movie absolutely should never get a sequel? Jake?
Tell me what movie you are dying to get a sequel.
I love both of those answers. Guys, that's a wrap on Popcorn and Root Beer. Until next time, my name is Steve and saying goodbye for Trash Sandwiches and Jake Parry. We'll see you next time. Later.